Hi, this is Steve Hicks with another short video on some information that will help you in this process of selling your house. So what I'd like to talk today about is sewer lines, which is probably the most expensive item that can get caught up in the investigation process on your house, on the inspection process of your house. Hopefully this does not happen to you. But with the average age of houses on Queen Anne slightly over 100 years now, if those lines have not been replaced or sections of those sewer lines have not been replaced, those lines are also 100 years, and we're seeing in the last 4 or 5 years that those lines are starting to fail. It's rare in my experience that the entire line fails. Usually what happens is a section fails. So depending on how deep that section is, that's how expensive it's going to be. The deeper it is, 10, 11, 12 feet deep, sometimes 15, the more excavation has to be done in order to get down to the line to replace that section, the more expensive it is. So sewer lines, I'm hoping you will avoid that. The most common thing you're going to get involved in is root intrusion in a line, and that's fairly simple to fix. You can just get the sewer line reamed out, and so that it is clean and free-flowing. In order to know about all this, you have to have the sewer line scoped, which is simply a scope or a camera that goes down through the line and hopefully gets all the way to the sewer connection with the city main. That gives you an idea of how long the line is, what material it's made out of, whether or not there are cracks or openings between the sections, and whether or not there is a belly in a section, which is a section that's lower than the connecting sections that it connects to, and water tends to pool in that section, and the aperture between those two sections is restricted because one section is lower than the other. That can cause a problem in terms of free-flowing water, wastewater going through the line. It's only when you have a serious collapse, and you know that because you can't get the camera all the way to the sewer main. So scoping it is how we find this out, and I have a list of probably 10 reputable plumbing companies that do sewer scopes. The average sewer scope probably does cost between $200 and $250. Well worth doing. I would recommend doing that before putting your house on the market. So there's no surprises. It speeds your process of getting the house sold. It makes you look like a conscientious homeowner. All these things are very good. Makes the buyer feel warm and fuzzy. This is all assuming that you don't have a sewer line problem, which you probably won't. But I advocate having that done prior to putting it on the market, and then we can put that invoice out on your listing that says your line is free-flowing and no repairs needed at this time. Thanks a lot for listening. Take care.